life is too long and life is too short. You know, it's too long to be unhappy and it's too short to not do what you want to do. And why don't we do things? It's because we're scared of what we don't know. Hey guys, I'm Sel Watts and welcome to the Unconventional Life, Episode 1. Starting this journey from VaynerMedia here in New York City is surreal because it was Gary Vaynerchuk who taught me to document, not create, and to share the journey. And I'm really excited about this. It's scary, but it's so cool. I've come from Australia. I have businesses there in consulting and tech, and my heart is here and has been for so long. And I kept coming to New York all the time, and I had people saying, "What are you doing in New York?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just need to be here." And then I decided that, I wanted to start a business here. So I'm here, and I'm going to do some consulting specifically for founders and entrepreneurs on increasing performance and engagement in their business, because I've spent the last 20 years doing that, and I found that that here in New York, some of the stuff that I've been doing isn't really happening a lot. So I think I've got some stuff to share.
What's the biggest thing in the space that you think is lacking? Like, what do you not see right off the bat?
Yeah, I think that when businesses think of sort of HR or people in the businesses, they hear it's so much about the benefits and what you need to pay people, as opposed to looking at as a founder or as the CEO, how do I tell the story of the business and connect my employees and really feel the heartbeat and be engaged with that.
Right.
Yeah, so not thinking about performance from the perspective of, if we can tell people what a great day looks like, if we can structure our businesses so they allow people to be their best and be their true self, and if we can connect people with the vision, mission and values of the organisation, we're going to get a huge increase in performance engagement.
Right.
But unfortunately, people aren't spending time on that, spending time on how do we stop people doing things that we don't want them to do.
Right.
I think with most founders, your business is built in a way that's reflective of your life journey, not just, I'm going to start a business because I think this product or service will sell. Right. And so much of the reason why we do certain things is because, we do so many things in our business is because of who we are outside of that. So I take them through my career journey. And I think people think, you just... it's all about you, and you're just trying to market yourself. But it's not about that at all. It's not about that. And you can tell when you watch people that it is about that, and that they've got a really strict, I'm trying to get this outcome, as opposed to, as Gary, as we all know, giving for free and sharing your journey and your content, and who knows what will happen with it. But if you're doing stuff, then share, because I find the more that I'm doing, more people I'm talking to, the more I'm learning all the time. Why keep that to yourself?
Exactly.
I
think it's selfish not to do this.
Yeah.
I think being an entrepreneur is one of the most selfless things to do, right? I also think it's a path to real change and real freedom and real opportunity. Even entrepreneurship is more popular now, but it's been demonized in the past. Right? If you're a business person, all you care about is money. So it's if you only knew the headaches and the worries and the stresses of having other people that you're responsible for.
Yes.
But I always say I think it's a path to higher levels of morality and ethics.
Yeah, and for those that, actually it was funny, I was talking to a girlfriend the other day, and she said she's travelling at the moment, and she said she woke up and she spoke to her daughter, and her daughter was crying and, really, putting the guilt on her about being away. And then she saw a post from me on something related to what I was doing here. And she's like, look, I'm not the only one that's going and doing stuff that I really want to do.
You're granting permission.
Yeah,
To other people.
and she just, she just needed that at that moment, and I didn't know that was going to help her or anyone. I was just sharing what I'm doing, and she took what she needed to take from that, and that was actually very powerful for me, because you do sometimes think, well, no one's watching. How's this helping? But it really is. I mean,
It's amazing.
yeah, and so I really hope that if I document my journey of, Australia, I've got business there, I've got 3 kids over there. I'm like taking big sacrifices and risks to come and live a dream, and there's a lot of logistical processes attached to that. That I hope that by sharing that, it will, if, as we were saying before, if one person says, you know what, I've always wanted to do this thing and no one wants me to do it, and my parents don't agree, and I don't have the money, and this is how society works, but I really want to do this, and my journey makes one person go, I'm just going to go and do it, then I'm happy. So I think my content is going to be, I'm going to share all the learnings I have for entrepreneurs and business owners from the work that I do, but I'm going to share predominantly about what I'm doing, because it's like, it's risky and scary, but it's incredible. So that's what I think. So, I'm just having a crack, ultimately. I've got a dream, I have this thing I want to do, and I'm just having a crack. And you know what? Who knows what's going to happen? And who knows how big, small, how many wins, how many losses I'm going to have. But most importantly for me right now is that I have a crack and I enjoy the journey of having the crack. And I think with that will come success in whatever it's meant to be. So yeah, like play the game. And so if I can have people follow and give me feedback, I'm really open for that and keen to just see how it all plays out.